And the last point I went over was how the beast talks like Satan. Now, be mindful that before anyone worshiped the wild beast, they first would hear the wild beast speak. Hearing the wild beast talk is the first step. Revelation chapter 13, verse 17 reads, "But it began speaking like a dragon." End quote. And the dragon is Satan. Oh, sorry, that's where's that? Okay, the dragon is Satan. Now, the second point is the beast would show great signs. So, first, the beast going to talk. Second, the beast is going to show great signs. Revelation chapter 13, verse 13. It says, "And it performs great signs, even making fire come down out of heaven to the earth in the sight of mankind." So let me read that again. And it performs great signs. So it's talking about the beast when it says it. And it performs great signs, even making fire come down out of heaven to the earth in the sight of mankind. End quote. And we can see how this is possible. More for example of how we can see this is possible. Something like this is possible to happen. Because somebody could say, "How I gotta see this, how government's gonna make fire fall from heaven and be a big sight to mankind." Well, mankind's government can make fire missiles go in the air and come down from the heaven sky onto the earth for mankind to see. It happens all the time where they show displays of their power, of these bombs and stuff like that. So that's not too hard to understand how mankind can actually do something like that. So that's a part of them showing their great signs. So first the beast's going to talk, then it's going to show great signs, as Revelation chapter 13 verse 13 says. Now the next point, Revelation chapter 13 verse 14 clearly explains how the beast was able to mislead mankind. Revelation chapter 13 verse 14 says, "It," referring to the beast, "it misled those who dwell on the earth because of the signs that it was permitted to perform." So that's how it was able to mislead mankind. It was allowed to present those signs, not only just talk, but show signs. So now we see that the beast display. Oh, sorry, let me read that again. So now we see that the beast display of power was done to motivate people to give it trust from their minds and hearts. And so, this is how the beast makes an impressionable mark on the minds of people. It all starts from the allegiance from the mind. So the beast will talk like Satan. Second, the beast will show great signs. And then it's explained how those signs are one of the reasons why people began to worship it. Because they were impressed by what the beast could do, the signs that the beast could perform. So it could be people are impressed by these big missiles that this certain government has. There's another point too. Now, all this whole time, there has not been one word in Revelation chapter 13 at all about false religion. It was talking about the beast, which is the government. It's talking about the dragon, which is Satan. It's talking about the lamb, which is God. Where does false religion take part in this? Revelation chapter 19, verse 20. Revelation chapter 19, verse 20 points out how the beast is not false religion. However, it does point out how the beast used false prophets, how the beast used false religion to mislead people. So after the beast makes a mark of impression on the mind of the people for their allegiance, then the third part is how the beast put hands to work for the beast. So let's see how the beast marks the hand. Revelation chapter 13, verse 14. It's the B part. Revelation chapter 13, verse 14, the B part, which says, while it, referring to the beast, tells those who dwell on earth to make an image to the wild beast. So look at that. At Revelation chapter 13, it says the beast was performing signs. At Revelation chapter 14, it says how people were misled by the beast and started to worship the beast. So it speaks about how they got the head mark. They got that mental impression of worshiping the beast because they were mesmerized by the signs of the beast. So after they got the mind marked up, or the mind impression mark, then the beast tell them to get to work. At Revelation chapter 13, verse 14, where the beast says for the people to make it an image. So the image of the beast is something not made by the beast. It's something made by the people worshiping the beast. Now, do you notice how the beast made a demand to be done after it made a mark on the people's mind by speaking first and second showing signs, only to then ask for work to be done by those impressed by it? Also, the people who worship the beast made the image of the beast and not the beast itself. So that's good to know and understand who made the image of the beast. It's the people, it's not the beast itself. At Revelation chapter 20, verse 40, Revelation chapter 20, verse 4, it points out how worshiping the beast consists of the head mark first and then a hand mark. And we know the beast first marks the head. And if the mark is not on the head, then that would mean no hand mark is possible. Because if someone is impressed by the beast, then they would not, if someone is not impressed by the beast, then they would not believe the beast, nor do anything for the beast. So the beast's first target is the mind, to mark the head.